This video I will show you settings on your Android device that you need to turn off immediately. You may gonna ask why. First thing first, if you turn them off, they're gonna speed up your phone like crazy, or they're gonna save your battery life, or they're gonna increase your personal privacy. All of them are just sounds really good to me. First thing first is nearby device scanning. In order to do that, you need to go to settings. You're gonna have to click on connections. In the bottom of this list, you see more connections option setting. You're gonna click on more connection settings. The first thing is nearby device scanning. So it sounds easy. What it does is it's gonna keep searching for phones to connect with. We don't want to do that. You can use share it or you can use Bluetooth whenever you want to connect with the phone. So we're just gonna turn that off real quick. There it is, simple enough. So let's get to the next setting. In order to do that, we need to go back to the main setting page. There it is. What we're gonna do now is just we're gonna choose which app we can run in the background of our phone where we're not even using it. What can this do? It can save your data or battery loss. So we're gonna do that real quick to stop those two things from happening. You're gonna have to click on about phone. Now you're gonna have to click on software information. Now you see the build number and you're gonna have to click for it for the seven time. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, I clicked on it. Now you're gonna have to enter your password real quick. I'm gonna add mine real quick. Okay, the password. After you add your password, you're gonna click on next. Okay, developer mode has been turned on. Go back and another back. You could see beneath the about phone there was nothing in the past. Now there is an option for developer options. So we clicked on it. Now we're gonna have to find the background check. Okay, we're gonna scroll down a little bit. Background check. I thought it was in the app section. Oh, there it is. Background check. We're gonna click on background check. So what is this say is that what your services that your phone need to function. For example, the first one is AASA service. I used that 2 minutes ago, so maybe that is something important for my phone, so I'm not gonna turn that off. I'm gonna see what I didn't use for the past few months or even years. As you could see, I have Samsung Clouds that I didn't use. The last time I used it was December 17th, so I'm gonna turn that off. Samsung Health, turn that off too. Now I'm gonna so let's see if there is anything else. Yes, there is Samsung push service. I'm gonna turn that off real quick. So as you could see, I turned off 3 apps that they could drain my battery and they could serve my data. What did I do? I turned them off and it's just gonna function better and faster. So let's get to the next point. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna turn off the usage and diagnostic information while your phone is off. So why even bother to send information and data about your phone to the Google while your phone is off? So what it's gonna do is just gonna leak your data and it's just gonna decrease your battery life. In order to do that, we're gonna have to go back to the main setting page and we're gonna find this button for Google. We're gonna have to click on Google. We wait for a couple of seconds for it to completely load up. After it's loaded up, in the top right corner you can see those 3 dots. Click on it. You're gonna have to click on usage and diagnostic. You click on that too, and there's a switch. You're just gonna simply turn it off. Easy peasy. There's nothing more else to it. So let's get to the next one. So the next setting we need to turn off is the ad personalization. And what is ad personalization is that you get ad that you are interested in. But what it's gonna do, it's just gonna drain your battery and it's just gonna send information about you, about things that you interest to the Google. So in order to do that, we need to click on back. Now you could see in the service on this device, you can click on ads. The first one is ads. You click on it. Now you could see the first switch is opt-out of ad personalization. You're gonna have to turn this switch on in order to turn off the ad personalization. It's a little bit tricky. So you click on that. So opt-out inserts based on ads. You will still see ads, but they may not be based on your interest. So that's what we're gonna do. Note, if you clear your cache, you will lose your opt-out setting. Interesting. That's a really interesting thing. So we're gonna have to click on OK. That's it. So let's get to the next one. The next one is turn off improve accuracy for Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. We're gonna go back to the main setting page. We're gonna come back. Okay. So if your location section is not right here, you're gonna have to click on biometric and security. After you click on that, you're gonna scroll down a little bit. You're gonna have to click on location. Now the first thing you see is improve accuracy. You click on that. You're gonna have to turn these two on. So what turning off these two we're gonna do is just gonna save a ton of battery life. Because why? It's just gonna constantly search for Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, scanning nearby your device to keep you connected to them. Okay, so we go to the next one. The next one is to turn off Google location history. In order to do that, we're going to click one time in back, and you could see in the bottom of it, you could see a couple other options with Google logo in the left with. You're gonna have to click on Google location history. You click on that. You have to wait for a couple of seconds. Now you're gonna have to choose one of your Gmail account, your account, or your phone. I'm gonna choose mine real quick. Couple of more seconds. There it is. As you could see, you could scroll down and you can see my location history is turned on. What I'm gonna do is just gonna turn it off real quick. I turned it off. Okay, pause. I pause that. Why? Because I'm just gonna send my location to the Google service. Why even bother to send my personal location, the places I have been to the Google? After that, you're gonna have to click on got it, and it's off. So let's go to the next one. In order to do the next one, you're gonna have to click on window, and you're gonna go to back to setting, and you're gonna have to come back, and one more. So what we're gonna do now is just we're gonna restricted background data for specific apps. What it's gonna do is just gonna stop some app that you're not really using to keep update itself and use your battery and your data. So for this thing to happen, you're gonna need to go to apps. You're gonna have to wait for a couple of seconds for all the apps to load up. There it is. Now you're gonna find app that you're not really using. So we're gonna click on one of them. Is just gonna be not too much useful. I'm gonna click on Pixlab. Now you're gonna have to click on mobile data. Now you're gonna have to allow background data usage. You're not gonna do that, you're just gonna turn that off. So it's not just gonna keep update itself. The app that you're not using, you're gonna have to do this to them. You're gonna have to choose them and turn off their background data usage. So let's get to the next one. Next one is to turn off install unknown apps. So what we're gonna do here is just gonna stop your apps that you're already using on your phone to download other apps, which may not be secure at all. So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna click on back one more time. Now we get on the main app section. In the top right corner, you see those three dots. We're gonna click on it. We're gonna have to click on special access. Now we're gonna click on install unknown apps. So we click on it. As you could see, none of my apps are allowed to download any application on their own. So if you're gonna click on them, if you see this allow from this source, just gonna turn it off, because if you're not gonna turn it off, we're just gonna download apps that may not be so secure, and that is when the bad things are start to happen. So I guess this is the end of this video. I hope it really will help you, and make sure to do all the steps that I told you to make your phone and the way that you live even more secure. And also, just don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to leave a like for my video for the ever confusing YouTube algorithm. And if you have any question, I would be really happy to see them in the comment section. Good one, and peace.